You're listening to Live with Rob.
Well, see, Bernard is doing it. Hello and welcome to Talking Sports Live. I'm Rob J. along with Jamie Horton, and we're so happy to have with us this evening the new head football coach of the Belhaven Blazers, Coach C.J. Nightingale. We'll talk with Coach in just a moment. We want to let you know before we get started that this show is brought to you by Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. Let us in, we'll keep them out. 601-939-5231. First Commercial Bank, where business is personal. That's 601-709-7777. And Willie T. Apson Law Firm, knowledgeable, experienced, and caring. 601-487-8839. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Anytime, my
We
friend.
are here at Full Moon Barbecue on Main Street. You doing okay this evening?
I'm doing good, man.
You doing
I'm
good?
glad to be back. Last week I couldn't make it, but I'm
Yeah.
glad to be back with you.
You went to go see some basketball.
I went to go see some high school basketball.
Okay. All right. And we have Coach C.J. Nightingale here with us. And Coach, again, thank you so much for joining us as well.
Yeah, no, we're excited to be here. Thankful, obviously, to be joining you guys when Bernard asked a couple weeks ago. More than happy to make it happen. We're excited, my family and I, to be down here with you.
So, Coach, tell us, where you're from and what made you. How did it come about that you became the new head coach at Belhaven?
Not from Mississippi. I think that's the first thing that I kind of talk to people. I'm not from the South. I'm not from Mississippi at all. My wife and I are born and raised in Southwest Michigan. I mean, we're a long way from home, and we've spent most of our career in 3 states: Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, and it was really kind of a godsend. I think that's the best way for us to say it. Coming after the season back up in Chicago, my wife and I had the opportunity to start looking at Belhaven, obviously with Coach McCorkle moving on. And we came down here after Christmas to visit, and not just Belhaven, but Jackson and the whole area. And my wife and I both knew, it's like, if this opportunity comes up, we're going to do it. And it's the people. I think that you guys know that there's a lot of great people in this area, a lot of great people in the state. And we're excited to be around people who take their faith seriously, but take football seriously too.
And there's beautiful facilities at Belhaven too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no doubt. They've done a great job. When I talk to other coaches and other people who may not know about Belhaven, I always talk about the people, but I always also have to bring up, hey, we got the support, we got the resources. They care about football. And I think that's also what drew us down here is, as you guys know, the South loves their football. It matters.
Yeah,
It
very much
matters.
so.
And Belhaven is no different.
You asking Coach about his coaches?
Yeah, I was asking about how's your coaching staff shaping up, and another question is, I know Coach McCorkle, he left that program in such great shape. He did a great job when he was here. So what do you plan on doing to maintain it or maybe even reaching a higher level?
Yeah, to start with the staff, this week we have 7 full-time guys on campus, which is huge. We are still looking for one more full-time coach. I coach defensive backs, but being the head coach now, I don't want to be the full-time DB coach. So looking for a DB guy is what I'm currently doing. We got a couple candidates on campus right now who are working for other positions as well. And then after spring ball, we'll have 3 GA spots that we'll fill. So once kind of May comes around, we should have all 11 to 12 guys on campus, which we're excited for. But we got everybody we need for spring ball ready to rock and roll.
Well, Coach, if you get a resume and an application from, let's just say, a guy named Bernard Moore, do this. Do this, Coach.
And then put it in the shredder.
Coach, you say defensive backs?
Yes.
They'll get burnt. What else can defensive back do?
Don't know
Holding.
don't know where to go, who to guard,
Not tackle.
not tackle, everything.
No, but Bernard was a sports religion instructor at Belhaven.
Yeah, I just recently found that out, and I just, I'm really shocked.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really am.
Yeah.
But Bernard's a smart guy.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
He's
too.
a good guy.
I think he had his son over for a recruiting trip.
Yes. No, we had the whole family out 2
Okay,
Saturdays
that's
ago,
good.
and it was great. From our end, obviously, we want the Moore family to be a part of the Belhaven family, and we're looking forward to that. But at the same time, I tell the players every time they visit, there's a place that God has set for you. We want you to experience business. We want you to go out. But at the end of the day, you're evaluating people, picking people, and I do. I think we have some pretty special people, and I know we brought that up in terms of what Coach McCorkle did, and the foundation is great. There is such a strong foundation because of the people in the building, and I don't want to sustain it. I've told people that I want to expand on it. I want to continue to develop the program and continue to do things that Belhaven still hasn't done when it comes to a football perspective. And we're going to do so by continuing to find the right people, the people who buy into who we are and what we're doing.
And Coach talked about his schedule. You know, we were going over the schedule, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 home games. Coach?
We'll have 5 home games.
5 home games.
Yep.
And one of those home games is I count Millsaps as a home game, away game. But Trinity, this is your first time playing them. I didn't know that they never played Trinity before.
I did not either.
Yeah. So yeah, Millsaps and Trinity being in the same conference, they are routinely in Jackson, but Bell never played. So during the convention back in January, both myself and Coach Urban, Trinity's head coach, I had a prior connection at my previous school playing Trinity. We felt like, hey, beat 2 schools in the South, 2 same region, not in the same conference. So we need to get each other on the schedule because of regional rankings, playoff opportunities that those types of games provide, and it just worked well for both teams.
Okay. My question is, I know you and Millsaps are big rivals.
Yep.
But have you ever really looked at maybe playing like a Mississippi or a Delta State? I think they're in Division 2, correct?
Yep.
And you're 3.
Yep.
But have you ever trying to create that in-state rival with those teams?
I have not yet. Knowing how the NCAA Division III model works,
Yes.
it makes it very difficult or enticing to play those games.
Yes.
And the reason that is that when it comes to playoff selections for the NCAA Division III, they only count Division III games. So you could theoretically go 10-0, win an NAIA game or win a D2 game. NCAA are still going to nope, it's 9-0 instead of 10-0.
Okay.
Wow.
And so it's not as beneficial for Division III schools to play. You see it all the time with FCS to FBS. You even see it with D2 to FCS where they're playing those guaranteed games. And on their schedules, it's counted. For some reason in Division III, it's not counted.
Okay. Wow. Well, Coach, we really appreciate you being here. We're going to just talk a little bit of sports this evening. Are you from Michigan? You're a Detroit Lions? Man?
I am.
You came close, Coach.
Oh, my goodness. You talk about Michigan is such a loyal state to their pro sports. And so the hardships of Lions football for my 30 years has been, to see this year was really fun.
Was this one harder? Because you should have beat the 49ers if it hadn't been for the ridiculous coach.
I concur.
So was it? Did that make it harder knowing how close you were?
No, I don't think so. I think I look back at it on my life like I was a kid when Barry Sanders was playing, and I still remember like everybody saying it's going to be our year. We got Barry, it's our year, and then it never happened. And then you went from like 98 to you could say up to this year where you had nothing. You had the 0-16 year, but you also had all those 2-14, 3-13 years, and even with Matt Stafford and Calvin Johnson, like those guys couldn't even do it. So I think it's more like just an excitement that the Lions fans have for what did happen this year.
Absolutely.
And don't get me wrong, I'm a Saints fan. So you got Sean Payton's disciple and Dan Campbell.
Right.
And I think Dan's a great coach. But sometimes I always say it, I think Dan just sometimes pushed the envelope too much. And I think he really did in that NCAA championship, playoff game. I'm like, Rob, I really think that if you really look at those 2 plays where he decided to go for it, that's 6 points.
Yeah.
You would have beat the 49ers.
Yeah, because to me, well, I'm not a coach. I mean, you are. I just felt like, he went to.
He is a coach.
He kind of gambled his way to the point that he was. Now you don't have to gamble anymore. You're up 24/7. I just felt like you didn't have to gamble anymore. You got it. You got it. But I don't know, Coach. But you're a coach. You wouldn't have. Now, what you would have done? Now you wouldn't have done that.
What you would have did, Coach?
I'm not Dan Campbell, and so having listened to Dan Campbell and obviously all of his energy and excitement, passion, and knowing people who know Dan Campbell, like they said that's who he is. And I think that's why people love him. That's why people have gravitated towards him. I think that's why the culture in the building has changed. And so if that's you got to be you. And I think that's him.
And that is him. I mean, he's a risk taker. He's a Sean Payton disciple. I mean, like, and Sean does that too. But at the end of the day, I think when that game is on the line, you go with analytics. And my analytics would have did kick the field goal. That's what I would have did.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the 49ers, when they're at a home like that, you have to just get as many points as you can when it comes up.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we're going to talk a lot of sports. I know before we came on, we were talking about Mississippi Valley finally winning a basketball game this year.
Oh man, look, I came in late.
They finally won it.
They said that everybody on campus came to the gym and jumped on the floor.
Really? Well, it must not be but 10 people.
That's it.
Because they did storm the court. It was about 20
Like
people
about
on the
20
court.
folks on there.
You know, that's the thing now, storming the court, and they're trying to stop that.
Yeah.
But Valley, they were so happy. It was about 15 to 20 people on the court.
But
But
you
I
know-
was happy for George Ivory.
But Rob, they really played us close in that game when we went up there, a few weeks ago. And I mean, Coach Ivory is a great coach. He just having problems getting those that go-to player. You know what I'm talking about? He needs that guy who's going to be able to take over a ball game. And I think he's trying to get it there. He's a good coach. I'm happy for him. I really am.
Coach, you ever had a team that was 0 and maybe 10 or 0 and because I guess my question is, how do you motivate a team week after week when they lose every week like that?
I've been fortunate enough not to be surrounded by too much of that, and I hope that doesn't happen. But at the same time, I do know there was one year, one experience where we were losing games, unfortunately, that we were better than, and we never we never got blown out. We just lost close games, and we had a 2-8 year, and it was. You got to be disciplined as coaches. You got to be day in and day out disciplined and staying true to who you are as a program. I think that's the biggest thing, and the players got to recognize that, because the moment that they recognize coaches, whether it's quitting or just losing themselves, I mean, you lost the team. And so that's the best thing I can approach. Hopefully, I don't have to experience that, but at the same time, like you're disciplined. You're just attacking it the way that all right. If it's right, do right. If it at the end of the day, those right decisions are going to stack up to wins.
Correct. Is it worse to lose a close game or lose a blowout?
Oh, those close games, man, those sting, especially when they're in meaningful games, whether it's playoffs or comps clinchers. Those things sting. Those things last.
And they last a long
They
time.
last.
It stays on your mind, Rob. If I get blowed out, I can get over it a little bit faster. Well, close games, I'm telling you, it bothers you at night. Sometimes you just can't sleep.
Oh yeah, when that guy for the Chiefs dropped that ball against the Eagles.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
When-
I'm still not over that.
And you know what I'm still not over?
What's that?
That no call in 2017.
The defensive back.
Los Angeles Rams.
The Rams and the Saints.
You know what? It really plays back in my mind a whole lot. And then I'm looking at the computer the other day, and I'm just going through my Facebook page, and then that comes up, and I guess what? I turned it off quickly.
Well, what about the one where the Saints they played the Vikings in the last season with
and
Diggs?
2 years in a row with Diggs.
Wow.
2017, 2018. Yeah, we just got bad luck. It's sickening.
Wow. Well, we are with Coach CJ Nightingale of the Belhaven Blazers. We're going to continue our conversation with Coach, and we really appreciate Coach in here at the Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street in Madison. We're going to take a quick break, and we're back.
You're listening to Live with Rob J.
Hi, this is Ed Trim with Pennington & Trim Alarms. If you're tired of dealing with those national companies and you'd rather do business with a local company, give us a call at 601-939-5231. We're a company you can trust. Let us in. We'll keep them out.
We feel strongly that our area clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road.
You're listening to Live with Rob J.
All right, welcome back to the Full Moon Barbecue for Talking Sports Live. Rob J. along with Jamie Horton and Coach C.J. Nightingale of the Belhaven Blazers. This show again brought to you by Pennington and Trim Alarm Services, First Commercial Bank, and Willie T. Abston Law Firm. I want to congratulate the JSU women's basketball team. They clinched at least a tie for the SWAC regular season title again. Man.
Again, great job by Coach Reed and her staff. Let me tell you something. To go 14-0 in any division, no matter what sport you play, it's hard, especially going on the road.
In the SWAC.
In the SWAC. The atmosphere at Alcorn Saturday, you was in New Orleans, of course, we represent you well, buddy.
Yes, sir.
But I'm going to tell you right now, the atmosphere down there was electric. The crowd was in it. But those girls, young ladies, I'm sorry, and knew how to handle all that pressure. Coach Reed is an experienced coach, has an experienced team, and they came out on top. And now, it's look forward to the SWAC tournament. I think, it's a lot of bad blood from last year from Southern beating us in that semifinal. I think they have a point.
Yeah, she's on a mission for that. Did you happen to see the Arkansas Pine Bluff women's basketball team fighting each other?
I did.
I don't know if you saw that, Coach.
No, I did not.
They were fighting each other.
Yes.
That's the little elephant in the room. Nobody's talking about that. But what happened with that?
I don't know exactly what happened, but all I can tell you
the coach was coaching, and on the bench they fight.
Yeah, they are fighting. And then did you see the player for Pine Bluff punching the security guard going to the back after they picked her up?
I did see that.
And the other young lady pulled her jersey off and walked towards the end of the Alabama A&M bench.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
She had to be escorted out.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see what's the SWAC going to do about that.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they suspended those two young ladies. They did not suspend Zay Green, their top player. She was suspended for a game, if I'm not mistaken, but the other ladies were suspended indefinitely. But you hate to see that, man. I don't know what happened with that. In all the years I've been broadcasting, I've never seen that.
I have not.
Players fighting each other.
And that's not indicative of a Dawn Thorne team. She's a great coach. Very, very great, good coach. And sometimes, these players bring that personal stuff to the team, and it spilled over. Unfortunately, during a game.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, we have Coach Nightingale with us. Coach is the brand new coach at Belhaven University. The Belhaven Blazers, and Coach is getting settled in for Belhaven. They're getting there. They have the schedule set. They have the schedule already set. And coaches, are there any roadblocks you faced yet since you've been here? You've been here, what, 6 months?
I've been here for about 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
Take the month off.
You are fresh. So you don't know too much about the great state of Mississippi.
No, I know very little to zero. So everybody keeps asking me, have I gotten out of Jackson and Bell? And the answer is no. I've been kind of in the same 20-minute circle over the last 6-7 weeks.
Well, you'll like the full moon. You're like. Do you like barbecue?
I love barbecue.
Okay, yep. You'll love that.
Yeah, me and Rob tested it out.
Test it out. Once the show is over, we test it out.
Yes, we do.
But have you had a chance to eat some of the Mississippi food yet?
Yeah, again, I haven't been out too many places. Obviously, coming down, I've been able to go to a couple places in the Fondren district. So, did go to Pig and Pint. Did go to the Station, Roosters.
Roosters is good.
Roosters is good. Yes. I enjoyed that place a lot.
Those are good places. Those are good places.
And then, but yeah, to be honest, haven't really been out too much.
Did you lose a lot of players from last year's team?
So we do graduate a lot, but at the same time, we are still positively being impacted by the COVID waiver.
Oh, really?
So we still will have 17 returning seniors that are all using up their last year of COVID eligibility.
Wait a minute, Coach. Now, COVID's been gone for a long time.
Gone 4 years. Some ain't right.
So, Coach got his COVID put out that COVID card.
Yeah, Coach gonna be on probation.
No, we're excited about that. So we lose. Obviously, Belhaven has done a great job from a development standpoint, and some of those guys are gone and moving, and we got to replace some talented football players. But at the same time, because of the maturity and development of our players, physically maturity, we're going to be still very much senior, junior led, just because of how talented and developed kids.
Yeah, it was a good team last year.
Look, they was dynamic, very good team. I want to know about your recruiting strategies for new coach.
Yep.
Are you planning on recruiting locally, statewide, and out of state? How did it work for you?
Yeah, so the first thing we're going to target making sure that we're going to be freshman driven, and especially in this day and age
Yes.
of transfer portal and all of that, it makes it easy to access kids. Mississippi, this is new for me, as everybody knows. It's JUCO driven.
Yes,
It has the best JUCO football in the country.
very much so.
There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, I want to recruit and develop kids that want to be at Belhaven for 4 or 5 years. Like, I want that. And that's, I think, where Coach McCorkle did a really great job of making sure bringing in freshman kids that are staying for 4 or 5 years as well. It doesn't matter what level it is. You win with juniors, seniors, fifth years. And we got to recruit those kids so they're here as juniors, seniors, fifth years.
Is your quarterback coming back?
No, we'll have a handful of kids. We have, again, 3 seniors that will be competing for the job, and
Open competition.
we have a sophomore that is talented as well. And so again, back to that number of kids have stayed around. They've developed. Tim Johnson was a good quarterback that was a 2-year starter that exhausted his eligibility, and now we'll have a handful of guys compete for the job.
You know, speaking of quarterbacks, I want everybody to continue to pray for the young man from North Carolina Central who played in the HBCU Legacy Bowl, Davius Richard. He led his team on the opening drive of the game down for a touchdown. He ran it in, and his head coach at North Carolina was upset, calling the coaches their dummies and stupid, because he's saying they shouldn't have run him in the end zone. They had backs to do that, and he dislocated his ankle.
But that's football, though. That was just a play call.
Mhm.
I mean, so, when you're playing the quarterback position, you got to show the scouts how versatile you are.
Mhm.
So, I don't understand why he's saying that was a dumb play call.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. I went down and interviewed him, and he talked about, he was a quarterback that beat Deion Sanders in Jackson State in the Celebration Bowl.
That's the one that told
That's the
Colorado to pay him $5 million because he beat Deion.
That was the coach, yeah. But Richard, the quarterback, and I asked him, I said, man, was it fulfilling? How thrilling was it fulfilling for you to beat Deion Sanders in Jackson State? He said it wasn't about that. He said they were undefeated at the time, and that was his goal.
Yeah.
And then he told me, I said, well, playing in this game, in this Legacy Bowl, what's your goal? He said, I want to win. Everybody else I interviewed was saying, I want to show off for the scouts. I want to do this. But he said, I want to win. I was like, oh, this guy's kind of special.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
Yeah.
He really is. And
I'm talking about the quarterback.
oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
And when me being down there, Rob, at that game, I'm gonna tell you, and we kind of got excited too. But the last quarter in overtime period of that game was one of the most exciting games I have ever experienced, because you had 2 teams that was battling it out. And I have to give it to Richards. When you look at him up close, you don't think that he's
Right.
you look at this kid, you think, he's a little pudgy,
Mhm.
but that kid is strong,
Yeah.
and he can throw the football. He's a football player,
Yeah.
and he's an athlete. And
Absolutely.
I think if he don't make it in the NFL as a quarterback, he's definitely has a chance to make it maybe like a tight end or something like that.
Well, Coach, how do you he dislocated his ankle? Is that something tough to come back from?
To be honest, I don't know how difficult that is. Obviously, doing it at the last game of the year in a bowl game obviously gives him the ability in the offseason to recover and do that. But, I know that sometimes they do say that dislocations are worse than breaks. And so I wouldn't know of all of that, specifically where it was dislocated, how it was dislocated. But and the thing is, though, with modern medicine and technology and how fast kids are responding, it may not be as big of a return or long of a return as some people think.
And I think the coach was really mad because of the timing of it.
Mhm.
What I mean by that, NFL combine is going to
Yep.
come about,
Right.
and things like that. So
Right.
even if you want to play get signed as a free agent, that may hurt his chances a little bit.
Yeah, I hope he comes back, man.
I hope he
said, he's
does.
a good guy. I interviewed a lot of guys down there. Didn't get a chance to interview any JSU players. I want to thank SiriusXM for allowing myself and TC Taylor to call that game that day, and we had a lot of fun, man. They really love TC.
Yeah, TC is a good.
TC knew almost everybody on both teams.
That don't surprise me.
He knew everybody.
Yeah.
There was one guy who had a jersey on. He didn't have a name on the back, and it looked like it was a jersey that they just found and gave it to him. And TC said, "Oh, that's blah blah. He used to play with us. He wanted to play with us." I was like, "You know who that is?" And TC knew who he was. So yeah, man, coach did a great job doing the Legacy Bowl. But I want to talk about. We touched on it a moment ago. Storming the court. You have any thoughts on that, Coach?
I got thoughts on it.
Well, I'll tell you this. Last night, Mississippi State made an announcement. If we won the game, we will not storm the court. And that made Kentucky mad.
Yeah, and
What
then-
you announced that for,
And
man?
had with all that security, because they did it on ESPN, like they said, you see all the securities around the court, and if they're ready because they remember the Duke
And
incident.
didn't beat nobody.
Yeah, and I'm a Duke fan. I'm a Duke guy. I mean, I always liked Duke since Coach K was there. And, they're my favorite NCAA basketball team. But I kind of agree with what the name said. It could have been intentional, but at the same time, running the court is a tradition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If Jackson State beats North Carolina, you think I ain't gonna be running out there?
Me personally, I wouldn't run out there because I don't want to be in no melee. I was the last one I was in was years ago. It was Ole Miss. I think it was the Egg Bowl I was at, and whoever won, they threw the goalpost down. And they moving the goalposts, hitting me in the head with it. And they were just carrying it somewhere. So I was like, I don't want to be a part of
You
this.
got hitting the goalpost, man.
Years ago.
We was in Starkville or Oxford.
It was it Ole Miss? Was it? I can't remember where it was, but they broke the goalpost. They didn't tear the goalpost.
You didn't get knocked out, did you?
Because I was trying to do interviews on the field.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I see this big yellow thing coming my way, and I'm like, "Come on, man!"
And I know about getting hit on the field when you trying to do interviews. Remember at Southern?
Yeah, you did. Do coaches ever get run over?
I've seen it.
never
Unfortunately,
got run over?
I haven't, but I've seen it. Unfortunately,
Bobby Bowden got ran over one time. I think who beat Florida State that year? I think it was someone. It was an old clip, and the fans they was trying to get on the field. I think it was Clemson, like way back before Clemson got real good again with Dabo. But he was running off the field, and the state troop was on the other side of him. But one of the fans they were running, and he ended up falling.
Wow.
And you can injure yourself like that.
Yeah, we got a cameraman who sets up stuff for us today at Bishop. He was on the sideline, and he didn't realize the referee has space to run on the sideline.
And who was telling him to move, Rob?
You were telling him to move, and the next thing I know, I heard you say, "Oh, Ed Bishop got run over." But my thought wasn't on him getting run over. I could care less. I was worried about my camera.
That's all you worried
And
about.
I knew it broke. I knew it was broke.
But no, this is what he said. He said he didn't ask was Ed all right. Did Ed get hurt? He said, Jamie, is my camera all right?
I knew it was broke. Because the ref has a space to run. The ref has a space to run, and he was in that space. Talking about, I'm trying to get you a better shot. It went off. I'm trying to get you a better shot. Like, who told you that? It was supposed to be in the stands anyway. I'm trying to get you a better shot.
And I kept telling him, ahead, move, ahead.
Ref smashed him. We're gonna take a break, and we'll be back with more on Talking Sports Live. Stay with us.
You're listening to Live with Rob J.
Hi, this is Ed Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarms. If you're tired of dealing with those national companies and you'd rather do business with a local company, give us a call at 601-939-5231. We're a company you can trust. Let us in. We'll keep them out.
We feel strongly that our area clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
You're listening to Live with Rob J.
All right, welcome back to Talking Sports Live. Rob J, along with Jamie Horton and Coach CJ Nightingale. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. Let us in, we'll keep them out. 601-939-5231. First Commercial Bank, where business is personal. That number there is 601-709-7777. Willity Ashton Law Firm, knowledgeable, experienced, and caring. 601-487-8839. You can connect with us here on Talking Sports Live at Talking Sports Live Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Again, we're talking with Coach CJ Nightingale, the new head coach at Belhaven. Coach, anybody you want to thank or acknowledge?
Obviously, my wife and I are very, very thankful and appreciative of what Dr. Parrott and Scott Little have done for us and making this transition down here. And I mean that from a sincerity standpoint. Like they love Jesus, they love Belhaven, they love Jackson, they love obviously the football program, which matters. Like whenever you become a head coach or take over a program, alignment is so critical from the coach to the AD to the president. And I know we have that at the campus, and it's something that we're really passionate and obviously thankful to be on here with you guys. Like I want to get connected with people throughout this area, and being not from Mississippi and Jackson, I don't know people, so I need to get to know people. And so thank you guys for having me on as well.
Well, we appreciate it, Coach. And, is it too early to get tickets to Belhaven games?
Well, thankfully it's free. So just every home game is free.
Are you kidding?
No.
Wait a minute. When did you start that, Coach?
Yeah. I don't know how long it's been going on, but
Well, this is the first year, Coach.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Belhaven games are free.
home games are free. Yes.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
my.
Coach?
I'm 100% sure.
Well, how come I paid the last time I went to a Belhaven game? I want my money back, man.
Who took your money? You know what? I think whoever got your money when they bought some nachos or something.
Wow, I had no idea.
I would say as long as, obviously they put the new stadium on campus 8 years ago, and if you look at the new stadium, there is no ticket gate.
You know what? He has a point.
But why did I have to go through a special gate when I shot that game that night?
Somebody-
It was the Millsaps. They played Millsaps. What they call that? The battle of
The State Street.
Riverside.
Riverside. Yeah,
Riverside
Rumble.
Yeah, thanks, Bernard.
Riverside Rumble.
Yeah.
Did you ever pay to get in the Belhaven game or not? No. Wow. Okay.
I'm telling you what happened.
Well, Coach, how do you raise money?
Yeah, so a lot of it is just based off of
Donations.
of support from the school, support from alums, support from general fans. And so one of the things Dr. Parrott really wanted to do once the stadium was completed was make this available and accessible for Jackson people of the area.
That is fantastic.
And I'm gonna tell you something about that stadium.
You think Jack Stadium let everybody in free?
The answer is no. Anyway, won't happen. Definitely won't happen. But the way the stadium is very accessible to the community. I love it.
It's beautiful. Yes.
It used to be a soccer field.
Right.
And when they was building it, I used to go past there sometime. I'm like, that won't work. But
I said the same
yeah,
thing.
and I said that will not look good. So actually, when they got through with it, the same day, I think Millsaps opened that night, and people was coming on campus. I read, that thing is gorgeous. Now they added a press box. Correct.
2 years ago, they finished the press box.
Yes.
And so when you talk about small college football, there's not a better venue than what
I agree.
Belhaven Bowl has. And I shared that. I've been fortunate enough to be at some really good Division III programs and be able to visit some of these top D3 schools that we all talk about.
Yeah.
Even though Belhaven's is not as big as them, it's nicer and it has a cooler environment because of no track being right on the field.
Wow, that is nice, man. That I guess I just getting in with a pass to shoot the game. I didn't realize.
So you paid somebody some money to get on?
I remember paying to get in there one year, but that was years ago now. That was years ago.
Ed, I think somebody went about nachos and a Coca-Cola and a Snicker bar.
But that was years ago. That was years ago.
Well, I paid somebody a meal that night.
But that was before Coach got there. So, man. So coming out and check out Belhaven. They have 5 home games this year. The first home game is against Trinity.
Yep.
But Coach said the first game is Millsaps, which is kind of like it's right there.
It's right there.
It's right there.
So y'all going across the street.
That going across the street.
So let me ask you a question. I always wanted to know this. When y'all play Millsaps and Millsaps play y'all, do y'all get on a bus or y'all just walk across the street with these equipment?
So I asked that question last week.
Really?
Because
I always wanted to know that.
I've never, obviously, I've been in big rivals, but they've not been a 5-minute walk down from the office.
Exactly.
And so, yes, we have a bus. We'll have 2 buses to drive less than 5 minutes to get from our locker room to Millside.
This is the bus. We're here.
Everybody still.
Everybody
Look on my
still
seat. Where's my seat?
Where's my seat? Oh,
We here, man.
Just get off.
Wow. Well, Coach, that's great, man. We wish you nothing but the best at Belhaven. You seem you got, and like Jamie said, your coaching staff is all set.
Yep. So we'll have a couple more spots, but we got 7 guys on campus full time, which I'm grateful for, thankful for, and they're good dudes. That's the best part about it. Like everybody looking for disciples, looking for relationships builders. It's football. We still got to teach and coach. We got to be good football coaches. Exactly. But we got a bunch of good dudes.
Absolutely. But again, we really thank you, Coach. And you got to try this Full Moon Barbecue. We are located 1935 Main Street here in Madison, Mississippi. It's Full Moon. We're here every Wednesday, and we're just talking sports, talking a little bit of sports. Anything catch your eye this past week other than I know the JSU women, Jackson State had a 5-0 lead over Mississippi State in baseball yesterday.
Did we lose it?
19-6.
Well, at least
See what happened. Let me tell you, it was 5-0, but the equipment was late getting there. Whoever was over the equipment forgot to put the uniforms on the bus
for Jackson State.
Yes.
How can you forget to put uniforms on the bus?
I don't know. And so Mississippi State, knowing that they had to play Kentucky later that evening, was trying to get out of the baseball game, hurry that up so they can go watch basketball. But because they had to go get some uniforms, I don't know how that happened.
Me either.
I don't know how that happened.
And we played them in Starkville, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. but Jay, I give Omar credit, man. They jumped out on Mississippi State 5-0, and then Mississippi State had a 13-run inning.
And you know what, Rob? I really think that this year is going to be the comeback for Jackson State baseball.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody in the SWAC dealing with pitching.
Yeah, very much
pitching.
so.
Yeah, so
very much so.
Yeah, so right now it looks like the cream of the crop may be JSU, Alabama State, Texas Southern. Yeah. Look like that. Those teams may be the cream.
But Valley beat us. Didn't Valley beat Jackson State?
Okay, let me explain that to you. Jackson State had won the series. It was a 3-game series, weekend series.
So we took 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. In the second one, JSU beat them 23-1. So Jackson State was tied and lost to Valley 7-5, something like that. Is this my manager coming in now? Okay, come on here.
And she's saying no.
She's saying no. Yeah, she's saying
she's been
no.
on here before.
Now, brother Nick's trying to run the camera, and Ed's sitting there with his arm folded. He's the cameraman. He is the cameraman with his arm sitting there with his arm
ain't
folded.
moved an inch.
You need me to move over, son?
You want to move over? She said we good.
Last week she kind of talked a little slick out of her mouth.
She did.
Yeah, she did. When I said I was going to get some pecan pie, she said, it's pecan.
Oh,
it's pecan.
She's from New York, isn't it? I think she's from
Coach,
hey,
you ever had any pecan pie?
I would have said it was pecan.
Coach said he would have said pecan.
Because it's pecan.
But we don't pronounce it pecan.
Guess what? I'm from the north. Pecan.
Okay. Do you have
pecan?
Do you have any pecan back there? You got some pecan back there?
We don't.
Okay.
You got the fish back there?
We do.
Oh.
Okay. Well, now this is Coach's first time here. So what would you suggest for Coach to have?
Brisket, ribs, or catfish.
Okay. Awesome.
Brisket, ribs, catfish?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I had all 3 of them.
I was going to say, I love brisket.
Yes.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself again to our lovely audience.
Hello, my name is Monique, the manager here at Full Moon in Madison.
And Monique, you do a really good job.
Thank you.
You really do. So since the last time we've been here, how's everything been going?
It's been going.
It's been going?
It's been going.
You going to work on Sunday?
Who?
Hey, calm down now.
I told you last week
like
I don't work on Sunday. That's the Lord's Day.
Okay, calm down now. You get calmed up.
I'm calm.
You got calmed up, Monique. So, but you said that's the Lord's Day?
Yes.
But like Fred said, no, it ain't. It's Sunday. But Monique, so are you going to? But that is the biggest crowd, right?
It is. Sunday's our busiest day here.
Okay, because people coming out of church and all that.
Coming out of church to come straight here.
Is that right?
Yes.
Because you have the only barbecue place around like this. I mean, there are others, but you have one that's the only one around.
Oh, okay. Good
Yes,
to
ma'am.
know.
Yes, ma'am. So what's been going on with you the last week there, Monique, since I seen you last?
Just been working.
Just been working hard.
Working.
Yeah. Okay. So you got a vacation coming up soon?
Nope.
Well, let me tell you something. Do you like football?
Yes.
You kind of. This is
Because I know where it's at.
no, I was gonna say this is the head football coach at Belhaven, and their games are free on Saturday. Do you work on Saturday?
I work on Saturday.
Well, you got to do this here. When you wake up on Saturday morning, call here.
And call out. That ain't gonna work.
I can't make it today.
I ain't feeling good.
I don't like calling. I like to make money. I don't like calling out.
So you like to work?
Except Sunday.
Except Sunday.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. But if you ever get a chance, check Belhaven out.
And where's that at?
It's just straight south of here, right in the Belhaven district, right off of what is it?
Fortification.
Yep,
I'm
Fortification.
not here, so I don't know
Woodrow
where
Wilson
that's
Ave Fortification.
You know what a
So-
big football stadium
is
is?
that in Jackson?
Yep,
or-
right in Jackson. Yep.
Okay.
So right, just south of what that'd be St. Dominic's Hospital, as well, right?
I'll Google.
Yeah, you can Google.
I'll Google.
It's
like 12 minutes from here.
Yes.
Okay. I don't drive either, but
Not too far from
You don't
University
drive?
Hospital.
New York or drive for what? But I can go everywhere.
Bus and
They
train
don't,
go
they don't,
everywhere?
they don't
Everywhere.
drive. They don't drive up there.
Sure don't.
So you don't drive here? Oh, there ain't no bus or train here.
I mean,
Joe.
I'm learning to drive, but not quite.
Oh, that you don't know how to drive.
I'm learning to drive. I don't know how.
You don't know how to drive, seriously?
You don't know how to drive a car?
Seriously.
Lord, have mercy. Monique, you know, they never say you're supposed to ask a woman how old they are. How old are you? No, that's
Take a guess. Take a guess. Take a guess.
22.
Thank you, but no, I'll be 46 in October.
And you can't drive? I'm going to take this bet off, Monique. Okay, but anyway. But we're going to show you. We're going to show you.
Take a boat.
We're going to show you. But I'm not going to let Bernard show you. Bernard drives slow as molasses. And he is a law enforcement officer.
I don't want no. I'm gonna drive fast. Tell you right now, so don't pull me over.
I've never seen a law enforcement officer drive as slow as Bernard.
Bernard, by the time he get to the crime is gone.
They don't clean up the crime scene and everything.
The man got shot.
no.
The man that got up and walked to the hospital.
That's cool.
Or so slow.
Or to the morgue.
The man that walked to the funeral home.
Oh, no.
He drives so slow.
That slow?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be a
Yes.
speed demon. I already know.
You gonna be a speed demon? Now
Yes.
you gotta be careful now. And you also got to pay attention to the kids zone, the children's zone.
The
Yes.
school zone.
School
Yeah, school
Mhm.
zone. You can't zip through that now, Monique.
Or through the hospital zone.
Okay.
Okay.
You got that, Monique?
I'm gonna stay at the backcountry rules then. Okay.
You gonna stay by the country? You gotta watch out for the animals jumping out of there too.
Oh, I know the deer. Oh, I
The
know
deers.
Yeah.
deer and raccoons and all that.
So now how you getting home tonight? You need
My
a ride?
husband.
Oh, your husband. Oh, okay. Oh, well, you don't need no car. You got I know you had a husband. You don't need no car. Okay.
I mean, I do need a car. I want my own car.
Okay. Let's calm down now. All right, Monique. Anything else you want to tell me?
What you want to know?
Anybody you want to invite here? We got 7 seconds. 6.
All the people that want to come on and eat good barbecue, come on down.
Yes, ma'am. All right. We'll be back in a minute.
You're listening to Live with Rob J.
Hi, this is Ed Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarms. If you're tired of dealing with those national companies and you'd rather do business with a local company, give us a call at 601-939-5231. We're a company you can trust. Let us in. We'll keep them out.
We feel strongly that our area clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
You're listening to Live with Rob J.
All right, welcome back to Talking Sports Live. Rob J. along with Jamie Horton and Coach C.J. Nightingale. Coach Nightingale is the new head football coach at Belhaven University, and we're just talking sports this evening here at Full Moon Barbecue. You guys happen to see Cam Newton at his camp in the fight?
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I saw it.
Yep.
Yes.
If I'm him, I'm not conducting anymore. I'm done.
I wouldn't either.
I don't know.
So was those the coaches or the players?
I could tell.
Yeah, I have no idea either, but it just looked
Bad.
unfortunate.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, very much so. I agree with you. And the thing is, you try to help these young men out, and I don't know exactly the whole story behind it, but I'm like Chad Okocinco. I would have been in jail.
Yeah, I thought it's some of the parents, and man, most of these sports, like with kids involved, it's the parents that cause all the ruckus.
Yeah.
Man, I was at a little league football game. It was at Smithfield Stadium a few years ago, and there was a player that played. He had one arm. His name was CJ. I think that was his name. He had one arm, and I was doing a story on it. So I asked the coach. I said, "Coach, put CJ in there so I can get some footage of it," because I had done an interview with his mother. Him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to win. I was like, man, put the boy in
The
there.
coach told you that?
Yeah, I'm trying to win. I was like, man, who cares about this? It was like they were like six years old.
Yeah,
or
like
that.
yeah, because you have an A, B, and C team.
Yeah, man. I'm like, come on, dude. Yeah, I just want to get some footage of the little guy in there playing, and I did. I won an award with that story.
Did he? Yeah, well, of course. I mean, he finally got in.
He finally put him in there.
How long was he up in there?
He put him in there for a series.
Yeah, for you can get a shot, then
So he
took
got
him
a
out.
shot, and he took him out because he wanted to win. And actually, and ironically, the little fella played with the team called San Francisco 49ers.
So I have a question for Coach about that, bro. I mean, like recruiting. Do you ever run into those kind of problems when you?
Yeah,
recruit?
unfortunately, you do, and usually what happens is it's never the kid. It's usually
Sounds
something
like Rob said, the parent.
something mom said, something dad said that is just like, man, we can't deal with. I had a really great question 2 weeks ago from a mom, and I'm glad she asked it in front of everybody. She goes, "What can we do for you guys as coaches if our kid comes here?"
Wow.
I said, "There's two things. Number one, parents cheer, right? Cheer.
Yes.
That's your job.
Yes.
Coaches coach, players play, parents cheer. Two, yes, we'll take your financial support, but pray for your kids, pray for us. Those two things are what I'm really looking for from parents. And if we get parents like that, it's a real positive thing."
When President Parrott had that vision about bringing football to Belhaven, he met a lot of resistance from certain alumni.
I remember that.
I remember that. But he said that it was something in his heart that the Lord told him to do. And I'm gonna be honest with you, ever since then, I think enrollment has went up, right?
My understanding, that's the truth. And,
Yes.
and we all know it. I mean, it's not, especially being in a football-driven state culture area.
Yes, of course.
where you're good at football.
Yeah.
It permeates throughout the entire
Yeah.
campus and community.
It brings people together.
It brings people
It
together.
really does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, man. And like I said, man, with the Cam Newton situation, I just don't get it. But I think I heard some guy was like, "Oh, Cam Newton, think he all that?" It was some parent, But like I said, I would never do that again. Unfortunately, somebody's got to pay for it. Just pay the price of it, and he's bringing it to the community
Yeah,
to
and
help those kids.
to the inner city, Rob. And the thing is, I don't get. I think some of these kids think they're entitled.
Well, why didn't the parents do LeBron James like that when he came here to James? Because I wanted to do him like that.
We know you did.
Remember that?
Yeah. He didn't tell you
Coach
about
wasn't here. Coach wasn't.
tell Coach about your story.
Yeah, Coach wasn't here. He was. I guess he was just getting into the league,
He was.
and he came here to talk to the kids, and he was not very friendly.
Okay.
He was not very
And
friendly.
he's actually good friends and teammate of our head coach, Mo Wiggins. But Mo wasn't
Yep,
the coach
yep,
then.
yep,
But Mo had the camp at our Shingham and Rob.
I kind of got onto him.
Yeah. Ain't no count in it. He did.
That was I tell you who's playing really well right now is Kevion Hunt. He's a young man who plays basketball at Jackson State. Coach, I'm a big Kansas City Chiefs fan. Been a Chiefs fan since I was a little kid. So I do the play-by-play for Jackson State basketball and football.
Yep.
So the year they went to the Super Bowl to play the Eagles,
Last year.
Yeah, was it last year?
Yeah.
It was last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It was last year. So I was with the team. We were in Florida. So I asked Coach Mo, I said, Coach, can I stay back and watch the game in the hotel room while you guys, because they went to practice. He said, yeah, man, we know you like the Chiefs, blah, blah, blah. So when they came back, they called me. They said, we're downstairs with the food. Come on down and eat. I said, no, I'm going to stay here and watch the game because I always watch the game by myself. He said, come on, man, the whole team's down here. So anyway, I had my Patrick Mahomes jersey on. I go down there. At that time, the Chiefs were losing by 10. So this one player, when I came in, he was like, oh, you need to take that off. We need to burn that. I was like, hey, be quiet, man. So I'm looking at the game. So it was an incomplete pass, and he said, oh, I was like, oh, he said, oh, you didn't think you won't catch that. I said, hey, man, cut it out now. So something else happened, and he said something else. So I got up, and I said, I'm going back to the room because I'm going to kill whoever this is. So anyway, after the game, when I went to breakfast that next morning, Chiefs had come back and won the game. And I saw Mo. He said, I know you're happy. I said, yeah. I said, Coach, by the way, who was that guy that was heckling me last night? He said, oh, that's Kevion. So I said, where is he? He said, oh, here he is. I said, hey, son, come to tell you something. I said, now, you heckled me last night, and you were very good at it. But just understand this. When you were playing tonight, look over to that table, that broadcast table, see that guy with the headphones. Yep. You better not dribble. You better not double dribble. You better not travel. You better not throw the ball away because I'm going to be all over you.
And he would not lie.
And I said, now, this is not just tonight. This is as long as you playing for Jackson State. But now he's better now, man. So we're really good friends now.
Yeah, y'all.
We're really good
I'll
friends.
be your friend, too.
And then he told me this year, like, man, go Chiefs. Good luck. Go Chiefs. He's playing for the injured, one of the players injured. Chase.
One of them.
Well, yeah, one of them. Oh, they got like he has 7 scholarship players.
Yes, that's it.
7
and we almost had a chance to beat Alcorn Saturday,
right.
But those guys were tired, and then some other stuff happened in the game. But I'm gonna tell you, the rotation. Mo Williams is doing a great job of coaching those guys with like 7, 8 guys that he's doing right now. We got 7 scholarship players that's on. I think like 6 or 7 is hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 7 hurt. And they're out for the year, except one may be coming back by the time the SWAC championship, the SWAC tournament comes. But he's doing a great job with that program, just trying to get the guys to play together, and we'll see what happens. I think we can make some noise in the SWAC tournament.
Yeah. So the last home game is against Mississippi Valley next Saturday, and it starts at the women start at noon.
We're gonna be on
at 12 noon on HBCU Go. Yeah. So it's at noon. So if you did not know that was the game. Change time, that's what it is, 12 noon. Coach, do you like playing? All of your games are in the daytime except Millsaps, right?
In Trinity will be at night.
Will be at night.
Our first 2 games will be at night. As a coach, I love day games. I love noon kickoff. That might be the Michigan person in me. That Bo Schembechler was football's meant to be played at high noon. But I know for players and fans, they love the night game. And so that's something that we would love to do more of, but you got to find the right opponent with how big our conference is from North Carolina all the way to Mississippi.
Well, one reason, Coach, it's too hot at 12 noon here.
Yeah.
Have you faced this hot heat yet?
So everybody has said that
wait till you experience.
Yes. They keep telling me, hey, this is great. Like you'll enjoy this winter weather, but at the same time, I keep telling them, like, I'm used to the snow, so I'm trading the snow for the heat. So
okay, Coach. Well, I'm gonna tell you what this heat gonna make you do. It's gonna make you cuss. I'm gonna say that right now. A lot. Because, Coach, when you walk out there, you're gonna be like, damn. That's the first.
So let me see. September the 5th and the 14th are 2 night games, right?
2 night games.
On the 21st, you gonna say
that's it.
Who's getting this game
at 12 noon? Too?
At 12 noon.
Is that Brevard? Is that at noon?
And that's a home game.
That's a home game.
Brevard will be.
Well, Trinity is at home.
Yep.
Oh, but Trinity's at night.
Yeah.
So Brevard is.
Brevard will be. It'll be 12 or 1 o'clock start.
Oh man. Oh boy.
But, and Coach, wear your white jerseys.
Please do.
You got white jerseys.
We do.
Yeah,
wear your white jerseys.
Yeah, don't wear your dark.
So what color does Brevard wear?
Whatever color they got.
They're blue.
They're blue. Okay, put them in blue coat. They'll fall out. Where's Brevard located?
North Carolina.
Really?
Well, they kind of got a little bit.
I got a question, Rob, for Coach, right quick.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps saying he's from Michigan. And you brought up Bo Schembechler. Tell us your thoughts, right quick, on the Michigan winning that championship this year.
I mean, they were from this year, or what do you ask? Repeat the question.
Michigan
Coach, they won it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Why you talking?
this year. I'm
This year.
sorry.
Yeah, this year.
Telling me to get my facts straight.
No.
Don't just say I'm sorry. Let me rephrase.
No.
What are your thoughts on Michigan winning the national championship this year?
It was fun to watch. Obviously, being in college coaching, I wasn't able to watch a game until the Big Ten championship game. Even the rivalry game against Ohio State, I was still playing.
Now you missed that was the game.
Yeah, and so it was fun to watch the Big Ten championship. Obviously, loved the Rose Bowl game and national championship. They built something special with their program, and I think a lot of obviously is Coach Harbaugh, but I know they talked a lot about Coach Herbert. They did in the strength staff. Coach Moore, Sharon Moore, he's as special as anybody, and it's exciting for him to be the head coach at Michigan now, and it's really exciting.
I want to commend Michigan for giving that guy a chance. He's an African American young coach who's
That was the one that was crying
yes,
when they won that game.
yeah, and, yeah.
Cheated. We cheated. Nah, I just so do you take any style from any coach to apply to yours?
Yeah, you got to be yourself, but of course, growing up, you always say, "Hey, like you look at the elite of the elite, you look at the best of the best." And I would be lying if I didn't look into what Coach Saban has done, what Coach Smart has done, what obviously Coach Harbaugh has done. I think those stuff are important. You know, even when he was at Ohio State, what Coach Meyer did, ignore success.
Urban.
Yep. You can't ignore it. You got to find people that have been in. Pick parts that you see, yep, that fits me, but you got to be yourself.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, we really appreciate you coming by, man. You got to do it more often. I know you're about to get settled in with your team and everything, but and best of luck to you. Anything we can do to help you out at Belhaven, just let us know.
No, I appreciate this. Has been great. And again, I want to get connected with as many people as I can in the area. And my wife and family want to as well. So we're excited to get settled down here.
Okay, well, take us some barbecue tonight.
Yes,
sir.
Yeah, she's gonna love it, man.
Well, she's still up in Chicago, so
she's still in Chicago. Okay, she's still in Chicago. Well, I know they had a bad storm there last night. She's okay.
Everything is good, but you're right. The winds, the tornadoes, they all got warnings, so everything turned out to be fine.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Coach. Well, again, Coach, best of luck to you again. Whatever we can do, let us know.
Absolutely.
All right, I want to thank everybody involved in the show. Brother Nix, he been quiet about Dak Prescott.
He said nothing about Dak Prescott. Nothing for since the beginning.
Did they trade Dak Prescott?
Not yet.
They hadn't traded him
Here he
yet.
comes.
Wait till next year.
That's the song.
Wait until next year.
That's the number one hit song around
So the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys are going to be in the Super Bowl.
That can't happen.
Wait till next year.
No, let's go out there.
happen.
Wait till next year. We'll get them next year. We have Saints fans over there.
And I'm one too, but we can't play the Cowgirls.
Who that?
Play the Cowboy.
Who that?
We can't play the Cowgirls in the Super Bowl.
We're done.
All right.
We're done.
Next year. That's right.
It's bad. It's crazy.
You're listening to Live with Rob J.